Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tennessee Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers Virtual College Fair. And thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A feature on your screen at any time to ask questions to our presenters. Both your camera and microphone are off, so they cannot see nor hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for more. And then last but not least, this presentation is being recorded and will be available within a few days at strivescan.com/Tennessee. Thank you so much. And I'm going to turn it over to our first presenter from Tribeca University.
Hi, you guys. My name is Morgan. As he said, I am representing Tribeca Nazarene University, and we are a Christian university located in the heart of Nashville. We're actually about 1 mile from downtown Nashville. So just to give you guys a bit of an overview of what our campus looks like. So here's like an aerial overview, and you can see Nashville skyline in the background. We're a small university, so we have about 1,100 students on campus, and we have a wide variety of different programs. We can offer anywhere from associates to bachelor's to master's and even doctoral programs as well. And I'll touch more on those in a little bit. And in this bottom right picture, that showcases part of our library. And so one of my favorite spots to study on campus, just because of the pretty windows that they have located there. And then, so of course, when choosing a college, academics are going to be obviously a major determining factor for you guys. So as I mentioned, we have a lot of different programs of studies. We have about 90 programs of studies. And in all of our programs, we really focus on hands-on experiences. So through internships, through student teaching, regardless of which program you're going into, hands-on experiences is going to be a huge part of that for you. And because we are a smaller university, you'll have a very personalized approach, and our professors really take part in investing in you, not only academically, but also, emotionally, spiritually, mentally as well. And we love focusing on different research opportunities for you guys to build your resumes, especially for those of you looking to go to grad school. It's important to have those resumes built during your undergraduate years. And so just a couple facts about some of the programs are that in our biology and medical fields, Tribeca students are involved in cancer and biomedical technology research. And in the last 3 years, we have a 100% med school placement rate, which we are super proud about. And in a recent thing that we have received, we actually found out that we are the second highest in post-grad salary rates in the state of Tennessee, right behind Vanderbilt University. So honestly, not a bad university to be behind by any means. And as I talked about with internships, here are just a couple examples of different internship opportunities that our students have had. And so as you can tell, regardless of which field you're wanting to go into, because of our location, it gives you a lot of different opportunities to make sure you're placing right areas to also create higher job placements for you guys as well. And another huge area that Tribeca focuses on is just having fun. I mean, obviously that's a huge part of your college experience, is also enjoying it, apart from just having your academics be a huge key aspect for you. So Tribeca really focuses on just building community. We know a lot of the relationships that you're going to be forming in college will honestly last with you throughout your lifetime. And so that's something that we try to implement even from the beginning of your freshman year. So 2 of the pictures that are on this slide are from our welcome week. And so we do this massive event called Paintapalooza, which is basically just a big paint war. And even our president and his wife come every year for it. And so you can throw paint at the president. So much fun. And so we are, for those of you who are involved in athletics, we are an NCAA Division II athletic campus. And so we offer 15 different NCAA teams, and we compete in the GMAC conference. We also have multiple club sports, such as ultimate frisbee is one of them, and a variety of intramural sports as well, even if you do not want to compete competitively. So after hearing all these things, just to kind of recap what I talked about, Tribeca is really involved in community and really involved in just investing in our students and investing in students in a holistic view, not just in you guys academically. And so a little bit about like the admissions and financial aid process, kind of how that works is that we have a free application at trevecca.edu/apply. And we're also listed on the Common App as well. And so especially for my seniors here, encourage you guys to apply as soon as you can. That way we can start working through the process with you guys. And we are also test optional for this fall. And so you can apply, just based off of having your partial high school transcript to us and be academically awarded with that as well. And then for our sophomores and juniors in the room, we're trying to figure out still if we're going to be test optional for the next years, but of course we would keep you guys updated as we find that out. And also with our academic scholarships, we do super score. And so if you've taken multiple tests, just keep in mind that we'll do super scoring, and we'll take your highest composite or super score up until the April test date of your senior year. So it gives you quite a few opportunities to be able to retake it multiple times. And the way the awarding process kind of works is you'll be admitted starting in September, and then October 1st is when that FAFSA opens up. So as long as we have that, we can work through that process with you guys. And to wrap up, we just encourage you guys to come visit us. We are open for in-person campus visits Monday through Friday at either 9 a.m. or 1 p.m. And thank you so much. And I'll pass it on to the next one.
Thank you so much, Morgan. Folks, that was Tribeca University. I really encourage those of you that are in our audience to use the Q&A feature. So if you have any questions for our representatives, they'll be keeping an eye on it. Next up is Austin Peay State University.
Alrighty, hi everybody. My name is Jordan Hartwell and I am filling in tonight for Michael Johansson from Austin Peay State University. Welcome. So some quick facts about Austin Peay. We have just over 11,000 students. We're a pretty mid-sized campus. We're not super massive, but we're not super small. We do have the highest safety level from TDI. We're very safe on our campus. We want to keep you safe. We do have more than 50 different majors. Hopefully you kind of know what you're interested in, or if you want to talk possible major ideas, we can absolutely have that conversation. We do have a small class size, so our average is about 21 students to one professor. So it's very hands-on. Your professor knows your face, and you really get that in-person feel. We do have over 130 student organizations on our campus. We truly have something for everyone. We have things like a bass fishing team, a gaming and coding club, a sorority and fraternity life, and religious organizations. And if you want to start a club with 8 or more of your friends, you absolutely can. We also are a Division I school. So if you're interested in collegiate sports or just going to them, we are a D1 school. And these are some of our D1 sports that we offer. And in my own personal opinion, we have the best college cheer, which is Let's Go Peay. It's hilarious to hear people scream that on game days. If you're interested in applying with us, it's super simple. We do our application completely online. Right now, we're just looking for a 2.85 GPA for admission. We're waiving our test scores this year for our seniors. You can find that application at apsu.edu. We also have academic scholarships that we are awarding, and most of our other general scholarships start at about a 22 on the ACT and a 3.5 GPA. If you are interested in coming and seeing us with summer coming up, I definitely encourage it. We are offering virtual and in-person tours for whatever you're kind of thinking. We do them Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. and at 2 p.m. So you're looking at college. Now we're kind of talking about what's the cost. So we are a little over $4,000 a semester in tuition and fees for our in-state students. We're going to bump you up about $5,000 more depending on which housing and meal plan you pick. So for our in-state students, roughly full tuition is about $19,000 per year. We are also one of the 4-year state universities that offers Tennessee Promise. So if you are interested in Tennessee Promise, we can also have that conversation with how that weighs into tuition. We do have a freshman residency requirement. So if you live outside of 50 miles away from us, you are required to stay on campus your freshman year. If you live within 50 miles, you are not required, but we definitely encourage you. And all of our students are definitely allowed to have cars on campus. We have free parking, and we try to make those situations really adaptable. If you want to keep in touch with me, we do have a Twitter and an Instagram for our APSU admissions account. This is also our number and email, and my email specifically. Also, we're working on a TikTok, so keep an eye out for that coming up. Other than that, I'll pass my time on.
Awesome, thank you. So next up, our school is going to be Tennessee Wesleyan University.
everybody. My name is Haley Mosier, and let me get this started for you all. Hi, my name is Haley Mosier, and I'm an admissions counselor at Tennessee Wesleyan University. And we're going to go to the next one. We're located in Athens, Tennessee. First, let's talk about how you would gain admissions to Tennessee Wesleyan University. First, you need to complete our free online undergraduate application. It's super quick and simple. Second, you'll need to submit an official high school transcript. To be accepted, we do require a 2.25 unweighted GPA. Also, we will need you to submit an official ACT or SAT score. This includes an 18 on the ACT, but don't worry, we super score. Or you'll need a combined 950 on the SAT. This being said, for the fall, we will be test optional, which means you'll just need to have an unweighted 2.75 GPA requirement to be accepted through there. Okay, so why should you choose Tennessee Wesleyan University? Most of our students choose us because of our high caliber academics, how affordable we are, our great community and involvement, and definitely our exploration. So here's a look at our programs. We have over 60 plus, and if you are looking on here and you see something that we might not have listed, we can definitely make a specialized program for you. We can definitely do that for you. We also have 3 graduate programs, including a master's of arts and teaching, a master's in business administration, and a master's in occupational therapy. So our top 3 majors are our business administration, nursing, and health and human performances. So that's our top 3. Also, let's talk about how affordable we are. You never have to choose between quality education and money with us. First off, if you've not already filed your FAFSA, file your FAFSA. And if you have filed your FAFSA, didn't put us on there, we have listed our FAFSA code, which is 003525. Also, 15% or lower, our student debt is 15% lower than the Tennessee average, which is really great, especially for a private institution. And 39% of our students graduate with no debt, and 100% of our first-time freshmen receive some sort of aid. Also, as soon as you're accepted to Tennessee Wesleyan, based off of your GPA and your test scores, you will automatically receive one of our TW Merit Awards. And these can range anywhere from $8,000 to $16,000 that you automatically get. Also, we do have a true cost calculator and military benefits located on our website. And for our athletes who are interested in possibly getting an athletic scholarship, I would encourage you to go to our athletic website and fill out the Recruit Me form. This will automatically send your information to our coaches. So next, we're going to talk about residence life. We have 5 residence halls. This includes an all-female Keith Hall, an all-male Fowler Hall, and 3 co-ed residence halls, including Wesley Commons, Nakatula Apartments, or Miller Hall. So you have plenty of options on where you want to live. Also, we need to talk about student life. So we have over 30 clubs and organizations. This includes Greek life. We have 2 sororities and a fraternity, and these clubs can range anywhere from academic clubs to cultural or religious. So pretty much anything you are interested in, we will have. Also, we really value student success. So we do have a brand new Student Success Center with student success coaches who are there to help you with everything about college life to make sure you succeed. They also help you with after college life. So they'll help you with resume prep and finding internships and all that. So we're here with you all the way through. Also, we understand the importance of health and security. We have the Thunder Fitness Center on campus. We also offer many mental health services and counseling. And for security, we have 24/7 security with a hotline for those who feel like they just want somebody to walk them to the car, walk them within classes. So we always feel safe and healthy on Tennessee Wesleyan's campus. Also, in the classroom and beyond, we have so many exploration opportunities. So each year we offer alternative break trips and mission trips. So you'll always have a chance to explore. In the first picture, we have our ecology and biodiversity trip to Costa Rica. So many of our academic programs will take specialized trips so that they can get research experience and really see the world. Also, we have a sister program in Nagasaki, Japan, and we offer many study abroad opportunities in schools, and we'll even do scholarships for those who are interested. We also understand the importance of volunteer work, which is why we have a on-campus food pantry. Those in the community can come out, students could even use it, and it's a great way to volunteer. So for those who are interested in becoming a Bulldog, here is our contact information, and I would be happy to help you with that process, and I will pass it on now.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Haley. Next up, we have Columbia State Community College.
Alrighty, hello everybody. Let me just put this into play mode. It's gonna work. 1 second. All right, so hi, my name is Stasha Bakleja. I'm the enrollment recruiter at Columbia State Community College, specifically for Williamson campus. We are located on 5 campuses: the Columbia campus, the Williamson campus, Lawrence campus, Lawrenceburg campus, and Clifton campus. A little history about Columbia State. We're the first community college in Tennessee, founded in 1966. College was officially opened on March 15, 1967, with the attendance of President Lyndon Johnson and Lady Bird Johnson. The campus location is already mentioned, so there's over 5 campus. There's 5 campus locations. We're a college with over 6,000 students enrolled in our various programs, with more than 70 areas of study, classes offered in various formats, Zoom, hybrid based. In the fall, the classes are going to be back on ground. The areas of study are humanities, art, music, social work, nursing. That's one of our most popular program. Generally pre-health professions such as pre-dentistry, medicine, optometry, pharmacy, veterinary medicine. We offer both transfer agreement programs and career entry programs. So the transfer agreement programs would be degrees such as Associate of Science, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science and Teaching, Associate of Fine Arts, whereas the career entry programs would be the Associate of Applied Science and technical certificates, for example, nutrition, food science, engineering, business, economics, computer science and technology. We offer many more, let's say we have a versatile mosaic of different programs that we have. And yeah, again, this is the layout of the university pathways, TTP, and then the career entry listed. And the admissions, it's pretty much, how to apply. It's very simple. We have a very straightforward, very user-friendly electronic application that the prospective student would need to submit. There is no application fee. Of course, the transcripts are mandatory for a completed application. We'll also need either ACT or SAT scores. What I didn't add is we also offer AccuPlacer, which is a placement test that the college offers as well for freshman students, or also on alternative would be a 3.0 GPA. Of course, we would need a proof of citizenship or a lawful status, such as a driver's license or a birth certificate, anything of that nature for a successful application. The deadline momentarily to then apply for the upcoming fall is mid-August, and classes start on August 23rd. Just to go to, so the financial aid aspect, students can use their HOPE scholarship, which covers for mandatory tuition and fees for 2 years, so they get coverage for 2 years. They can use their HOPE scholarship immediately after they graduate from high school. So they basically have the opportunity to take the whole, associate's degree for free. And so that's a pretty good deal. Who doesn't want that? For updated Tennessee Promise deadlines, you can visit our website, tennessee.gov/tnpromise.html. And yeah, the financial aid programs, we have our three types of financial aid: federal, state, and scholarships. The federal are the Pell grants, then educational opportunity grants through the SEO, which covers for any additional fees that the Pell grant does not cover. The work study program offers financial coverage of student work on campus and staff assistance, and of course, student loans. The state programs are Hope Scholarship, Tennessee Student Assistance Awards, and Tennessee Promise. Students can also apply for Columbia State Scholarship. They can also receive scholarship from other civic groups and organizations. Regarding student life, we have pretty rich student life. We take our student organizations and clubs as the core piece of the academic experience at Columbia State, from academic to health to athletic to community service. We've established these groups to inspire learning. There's a lot of people hanging out and like establishing new circles of friends, sharing the knowledge what they've learned. One of the most notable are Student Government Association. Another one is President's Leadership Society, Student Veterans Society. We have Student Veterans Organization. And just to add one more thing, we have a very good basketball and soccer team. And this is our contact information. Williamson County in the middle. There's 3 recruiters. We're very fast and open and very much looking forward to talking to all of you. Thank you.
Great, thank you. So next up, we have Motlow State Community College.
Hello, everyone. Let me get my PowerPoint pulled up and we will get started. So my name is Kelsey West, and I'm one of the recruiters for Motlow State. We are a college that was founded in 1969, and we are a multi-campus community college in southern Middle Tennessee and northern Alabama. Why do students choose Motlow? One of those reasons is safe campuses, and we are conveniently located. So we have 5 total campuses. We have one in Smyrna, Tennessee, McMinnville, Tennessee, Sparta, Tennessee, Lynchburg, Tennessee, and Fayetteville, Tennessee. Fayetteville was being the closest one to our southern Alabama service area. And a lot of students choose us because we are close to home. With Tennessee Promise and the growing of that has been the most common thing that students have said. It's just close to home and they can easily go through those 2 years. And to follow that, a lot of students tell us that they are better prepared to attend a university following attending a community college and attending Motlow. So they feel that they are better equipped to finish that degree. And we offer a huge variety of online courses. So that is another huge benefit. And we are among the top performing community colleges in Tennessee. Currently, we have just under 7,000 students enrolled. The student to faculty ratio is 16:1, which means those classroom sizes are small. You're able to have that one-on-one interaction with your college professor, and that helps to improve your experience as a student. And we offer 84 programs of study, and I'll go over a few of those in just a moment. And our job placement rate, 99%. We have some individuals who actually work with the students to help them get internships and jobs prior to graduation. To go over briefly our degrees and certificates, we have a few different options. One of those are going to be our transferable degrees, our Tennessee Transfer Pathway Agreements. There are 2 types of those, one being an Associate of Science and one being an Associate of Arts. The only real difference between those 2 is the Associate of Arts requires a foreign language. The next area that we have are our workforce ready degrees. So our AAS, which is an Associate of Applied Science, these are the types of degrees that are going to get you prepared to go straight into the workforce from your graduation date. Those include Mechatronics. You can see in the photo here, this is actually our new robotics center in McMinnville, Tennessee. So that is one of our new programs we are offering. And we also offer a few certificates as well. So if you just want to come in, get a quick certificate and go into the workforce, that is also an option that we have. Just a few photos of some of our programs. You can see in the upper left corner, that is our EMS, some of our EMS students working on a class there. And then following across from that, that is our medical laboratory technology students. That is actually a new program as well that we are offering. It is offered on our Smyrna campus, and it is we're really happy to be able to offer that to our students. The bottom left corner, that is our mechatronics program. And then to go with that across is the robotics. That is one of our examples of one of our robots that we have in our robotics center for students to use and get their hands on and really work with. In addition to that, student life, sports, things of that nature. We have basketball teams, softball teams, baseball and soccer. We have a cheer club that's currently postponed due to the pandemic, but we're hoping to get that up and running soon when things kind of die down. I'm just going to show you a few pictures of our campus. This is our new building in Smyrna, where actually the medical laboratory technology courses are offered. And again, that robotics building in McMinnville, Tennessee. This is our Fayetteville campus, the campus that we have closest to Southern Alabama. And then our McMinnville Center. A few of our admissions requirements, we do offer open enrollment, so you can apply at any time. There is no application fee. We will need your ACT scores and transcripts for that. And right now, one thing that I want to point out is there are, due to the pandemic, you have the option to go straight into learning support classes because you're looking at ACT and or GPA, just to keep in mind. I wanted to point out our scholarships. These are some of our institutional scholarships that we offer. Unfortunately, that deadline has passed for majority of these that you see, but there are still a few that those deadlines have not passed. So I encourage you to go online and see what scholarships are still open, with that deadline being March 15th every year. Really simple to apply. You go to our homepage at www.mscc.edu, click apply, and it will take you to the application. And just to close, this is our contact information for all of our recruiters on all of our campuses. And if you have any questions or have any concerns about Motlow and want to know more about us, feel free to reach out. And on that, I will pass it off to the next.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And then the last school to present is going to be Murray State University.
All righty. Hello, guys. My name is Ivy Anderson. I am our lead admissions counselor here. I'm an assistant coordinator of multicultural recruitment, and I'm also a double alum of Murray State. So I am a good person to talk to you today about my alma mater. So I am going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys, and we will get started. So hopefully you guys can see the right screen there for me. If you are unfamiliar with Murray State, we are racers. That is our mascot. We are located in southwestern Kentucky, right across the Tennessee state line, right in the corner of our state. We're about 3 hours from my hometown of Memphis, Tennessee, 2 hours from the city center of Nashville. We're about 6 hours from Knoxville. So those are a good point of references for you. And then I think 3.5 from Chattanooga. So we're pretty centrally located, which is really nice for our students, especially when they're looking to get away or hang out somewhere else on the weekends. So we have about 9,500 students that are on our campus. That is undergraduate and graduate level. In our student body, we have about 45 states that are represented in 50 countries as well, which I think is kind of surprising when students find that out, being that we're from southwestern Kentucky, but we have a lot of students that are really interested in coming here. And so that makes our campus pretty diverse. And then we have 143, it's now 146 different academic programs that we've got available for our students. That's majors, minors, and certificate programs. So really, you can kind of run the gamut on what you want to cater your degree to. We have 173 different student organizations on our campus. So I always encourage students, no matter where you decide to go, I would love for you to come to Murray State, but that's not for everybody. I do understand that. And so wherever you decide to go, get involved. That is where you'll make some of your most fond memories of your college experience. So I always encourage students to do that wherever they decide to go. We have 25 different intramural sports teams and sports clubs. And then we have 15 NCAA teams. We are a Division I school and we love our sports on our campus. Basketball season in particular is a really fun time to be on our campus. And most recently, football has been pretty fun to be a part of as well. So you can see the list of the different student organizations that we've got on campus. So Greek life, residential college life, we've got political, religious service organizations are really big on our campus. And then if you want to get really involved with your major, there are opportunities, at least 2 or 3 clubs in every major, which is nice. And then you can see the list of our Division I sports there as well for our men's and women's sports. Admission requirements, 3.0 GPA will make you test optional, which means you do not have to submit test scores to get admitted into the university. If you have below a 3.0 GPA, then you can still apply, but you do need to have an 18 on the ACT or a 960 on that SAT. You'll submit your admissions applications. There is a $40 application fee. And then you'll submit transcripts. You don't need them to be accepted. However, we do need them at some point before you start classes here in the fall. I do encourage students, if you have a 21 on the ACT or a 1060 on the SAT, when you apply, I would encourage you to self-report those scores because we do automatically award some scholarships, and that's what this slide is right here. So we've got our academic achievement awards, and then we've got our competitive awards. So academic achievement, we automatically award those based on that high school transcript. So we go off of your final high school GPA and then that ACT or SAT score there. So this year it's not on here, but if you have a 3.0 and you don't have a test score, you can get our Opportunity Scholarship, which is $1,000 off of your tuition for all 4 years that you're at Murray State. And then as you can see with the test score, your opportunity for scholarships only goes up from there. Then we've got our competitive scholarships that you do apply for, and those will stack on top of academic achievement. So even if you get that trustee scholarship, you get all your tuition covered, you can still get scholarships that will stack on top of that to apply for housing, meal plans, study abroad, if that's something that you're interested in, which I always encourage students to do. So lots of options there. Dining, that's my favorite thing to talk about, so I won't spend too much time on it. I don't want to ramble. However, we have lots of options for our students to eat. As a first-time freshman living on campus, you have that all access and all access premium plans that you can choose from, and those include unlimited swipes into those first 2 pictures there into Winslow, and then the other options that are listed there are some of the options you can use with your flex money. You can also use flex money now at our concession stands, which is really, really nice. Housing, that application opens up on October 1st of your senior year. We don't have a deadline that you have to submit that by. However, it is first come, first serve. So if there are buildings that you really want to live in, get that in soon. You can go to our website, murraystate.edu/housing, and see all the layouts on here. I don't have them listed here, but you can see there's a private bathroom style, our community style bathrooms, and then our suite style bathrooms available for students. And pictures are on there too, so you can kind of see exactly what it kind of looks like when students decorate it. If you'd like to schedule a visit, you can head to murraystate.edu/visit. We are doing in-person and virtual. And for our students that are looking forward to this fall, most of our classes are going to be in person. So if that's something you're really looking forward to, that's available. But we also know some students aren't comfortable, so there will be a Zoom option for those students. And then this is my contact information, my email, and my direct office line. And then I'm also on Instagram, so I will answer questions as well. So thank you guys so much. And I really appreciate you guys taking the time out to listen to us tonight. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ivy. And we're going to turn over to a quick Q&A session for the rest of the time. So I want to invite all the panelists back. And we're going to start off with the same order that we were going in. So Tribeca University is up first. And the question is simple. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
Yeah, I think my biggest piece of advice would just be to visit the campuses that you're looking at. I think going to the campus makes such a big difference. So that would just be my biggest point of advice, is just make sure to visit all the campuses that you're applying for.
Awesome, thank you. Next up is Austin Peay State University.
I would say just utilize us. We are here as admissions counselors. Our whole job is to help you throughout this college process and hopefully make it a little bit easier. So any questions that you have, let us know and just feel free to reach out.
Awesome. Next up is Tennessee Wesleyan University.
I would definitely also say tour is not always where you get in, it's where you fit in. So definitely make sure you get a good feeling while you're on a tour. Also, I would say check your emails, people. Check your emails, check your text messages. We're trying to help you. We're trying to give you information. Definitely want you to keep up with us so that we can give you the best up-to-date information.
I definitely hear that one very often. So thank you for mentioning that, Haley. Next up is Columbia State Community College.
So questions, ask a lot of questions, ask questions in advance. Really see, what I like to tell students is really make sure, if you really want to attend to this program, talk to, talk to us, we offer also conversation with the faculty, just to make sure that this is really the place for you and for your future.
Awesome, thank you. Next up is Motlow State Community College.
Just to echo Miss Haley, because that is exactly one of the points I was going to make. I know this is a technologically very full technological time for us. We are Zooming all the time, but stay on top of your emails and your contact information, because that is the way that we contact you for any requirements. So just make sure you stay on top of that.
Absolutely, thank you. And then last up is Murray State University.
Yeah, so I think my piece of advice is that college, as cliche as it sounds, is going to be the time where you probably do the most growing and figuring out who you are and what adult life is like before you actually have to pay a whole bunch of bills and student loans and all that good stuff. So use this time to be open-minded, do things that you never thought you would do. If you're really introverted, maybe put yourself out there, go join a couple clubs that you think you might be interested in, or go to the basketball game. And if you're super extroverted, make friends with people who are not, and kind of take that opportunity to learn from people who may not talk a lot, but they have a lot of wisdom to give. So I think that would be my advice.
Awesome, thank you so much, Ivy. So we're going to move on into the second question. Now that we've gotten some very sage advice from our representatives, and just having a little fun with it, again, in the same order. And I would love to know from Trevecca University, what is your favorite event and tradition on campus?
Yeah, so I'd have two that would be my favorite. So the first one was one I talked about earlier, which is our Paintapalooza. So that big paint war that happens during Welcome Week. And then we also do a silent disco. And so it's where everyone is together and each person has on headphones, and you can choose like 4 different stations to choose from. So everybody's kind of singing like their own songs and stuff. And so it's a really fun time.
Awesome. Next up, we have Austin Peay State University.
I think my favorite would have to be our annual color run that we do when it's our first welcome week back for all of our freshmen and stuff. And we have a huge Govs color run, throwing color everywhere. We're cleaning up the campus for like a week later, but it's so much fun running through and getting covered in all this stuff.
Absolutely. Next up, we have Tennessee Wesleyan University.
I would say every year during our homecoming, we do a massive lip sync on the last day where representatives from each department will help pick, and all the student organizations will do a really large choreographed lip sync. It's a lot of fun, and it's my favorite tradition. I went every year because I'm an alumni from Wesleyan, and it was great.
Nice. Next up is Columbia State Community College.
So I got 2 favorite things. Definitely number one, because it's kind of like a personal thing, because I love food. So we have kind of like it's called a culture feast, and we have students. We have quite a number of either international students or come from other states. So they create their own dish, and it's something they bring to the table, and it's a very good opportunity to actually that way meet a lot of people. The second one would be the President Leadership Society canoeing, and that's when the president of Columbia State invites the students that have graduated with honors. And so she takes them on a canoeing trip, and she's the one that leads the canoeing and then takes them to dinner after that. That's a very, very, I would say, unique experience for everybody.
Absolutely. That sounds fantastic. Anything from the food to the canoeing. That's just an incredible experience.
Yeah, better do
Next up,
first than food, yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Next up, we have Motlow State Community College.
I'm going to definitely go with Welcome Week as a whole because I remember it as a student, and that was my opportunity. I got to meet my fellow students, got to see my instructors in a different atmosphere, which is very important because you get to see them outside of the classroom, and that's how you create those relationships with them. So definitely Welcome Week and lots of the food that goes along with it.
Awesome. And then we're going to wrap this up with Murray State University.
So the other night I said it's another tradition, so I'm going to say a different one tonight. I think my favorite, I was on our spirit squads here at Murray State, and I am a basketball type of girl. I'm from Memphis. I love my Grizzlies, win or lose. So our basketball team has an excellent tradition here. And so when we go to the OBC conference, tournament, usually, knock on wood, we make it to second and final rounds, right? And so I love that atmosphere. Usually nobody is in town that weekend. Everybody is, it used to be in Nashville when I was an undergrad, now it's in Evansville. And I mean, there is no other team in there. You only see blue and gold. It is so fun and it gets crazy in there. So that would probably be my favorite one.
Yeah, how fun is that? Well, folks, I think we're coming to the end of our time. So I definitely want to take a minute and thank our panelists for being here and just sharing all the incredible things that make their institutions great. And also to our audience for listening in on the options that you have. Before we close out, I just want to remind everyone that once you close this window, there's a 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback that you could provide. This will be the second to last session, so you have one more session to sign up for. And last but not least, if you would like to access this recording, it's going to be available in about a week at strivescan.com/Tennessee. Thank you, everyone, and have a great evening.